Have you ever wondered why some people never drink, never party, never seem drawn to the loud music, flashing lights, or the endless laughter echoing through the night? It's easy to assume they're shy, boring, or simply uninterested. But behind that calm refusal, behind every quiet "no thanks," lies something far more intricate than preference. Maybe it's not about the alcohol at all. Maybe it's about control, the need to stay aware when everyone else is slipping away. Maybe it's about safety or fear, fear of exposure, fear of memory, fear of becoming someone they once swore they'd never be. Because sometimes the choice to stay sober isn't about abstaining, it's about surviving. And in that choice, there's a story few ever dare to tell. Imagine a Friday night. Music spills from open doors, laughter travels down crowded streets, and invitations arrive in glowing messages. Come out tonight, everyone's going. But one person doesn't go. Again. They scroll through the messages, smile politely, and set the phone face down. The same question always follows. Why don't you ever come out? Don't you want to have fun? What no one sees is what happens after that smile fades. They walk to the window, watching people drift through the city, laughing, shouting, living. For a moment they feel distant, like they're watching life behind glass. It's not that they hate people. It's not that they don't want to belong. It's that somewhere inside, they've learned that staying in control feels safer than losing it. While the world dances beneath colored lights, they choose calm. And beneath that calm, something deeper moves quietly. A story built from control, awareness, and memory. For some, alcohol represents more than just a drink. It represents the surrender of control. They've seen what happens when control is lost. Arguments, mistakes, regrets that linger long after the night ends. To them, control means safety. It's their invisible armor against chaos. Every glass refused isn't judgment, it's protection. It's the silent reminder that the only thing more dangerous than what's in the glass is what it might awaken inside them. Others avoid parties not out of fear, but out of awareness. They're the observers, the ones who notice what most ignore. The subtle shift in tone when someone has had one too many. The flicker in a friend's eyes when laughter turns hollow. For them, parties are a flood of unfiltered emotions, noise, energy, chaos. It overwhelms their senses. They crave connection, yes, but on their own terms, where honesty lives, not intoxication. It's not that they're avoiding life. They're studying it, quietly, carefully, until they understand it better than most ever will. And then there are those shaped by experience. Some have watched alcohol dismantle people they loved. They remember the shouting, the slamming doors, the silence that followed. Their mind recorded those moments, linking alcohol with pain. So when they say no, it's not rebellion, it's memory. Their brain whispers, "Don't go there again." This isn't moral superiority, it's emotional conditioning, a shield built from the past. Finally, there are those who seek something real. They've seen how easily people change when the music gets louder, when the drinks keep coming. They've seen smiles that vanish the next morning, promises made in foggy moments, and laughter that means nothing once the night ends. They don't reject fun, they reject the masks. They want truth in its rawest form, clarity that doesn't fade with the sunrise. Because to them, genuine connection is worth more than any temporary high. The world loves noise, distraction, and escape. But for some, escape feels like danger. To stay grounded, to remain clear, isn't loneliness, it's awareness. They've learned to understand themselves at a depth most never reach. When they sit quietly while others celebrate, it's not about judgment, It's about boundaries, about choosing clarity over confusion, depth over distraction. Because when someone chooses to remain sober, they're not saying no to life. They're saying yes to their mind, yes to peace, yes to control that once felt impossible to keep. And maybe that's the lesson here, that what we avoid often reveals the map of our fears and our strength. Maybe the calm you see in them isn't emptiness, it's mastery. So the next time you meet someone who never drinks or parties, don't assume they're missing out. Maybe they've already seen enough to understand what most are still trying to forget. Ask yourself, do they fear losing control, or have they finally learned how to keep it? The mind hides more than it reveals, until you learn to look closer. If this story made you think, don't just scroll. Subscribe for more truths about the mind we often hide from.